Hi, I'm Dr. Saab, and today I'm going to show you the brand new Mercedes-Benz CLE Coupe. This is the new 2024 CLE AMGLine Premium. In this video, I'm going to show you what the car has and what are the options. I will be making a video on how to use the main features of this car, so please subscribe so you don't miss that. I wanted to say a big thank you to Lucas Mercedes-Benz Wolverhampton for making this video possible. So this is the new CLE. Now CLE represents C-Class linking to E-Class. So the C-Class and the E-Class are not going to get built, but C-Class links to E-Class. That's what that represents. Now at the time of recording, I didn't actually plan this, but there was an E-Class parked right next to the CLE, and you'll see the difference between the CLE and the E-Class Coupe. Now you can actually see the E-Class in the reflection of the headlight, which is pretty cool. And when I show you the E-Class, you'll see it's in Cavasite blue, and this car has got the upgraded multi-spoke 19-inch alloy wheels. Now looking at the rear of the car, you'll notice the lights are very different to the CLE. The side profile of the E-Class is definitely softer when compared to the CLE. It's more rounded, but the E-Class is still a really classy car. You can definitely see the CLE design language is very similar to the E-Class, but you'll notice it's just a bit more edgier with the straight lines and creases of the car, and the power domes, very similar to the E-Class. Let me know in the comments which one would you choose. So when you compare this to the E-Class, it's just a few millimeters less width. In terms of the length, this is actually a bit longer, just a tiny bit, just a few millimeters. So Mercedes have got rid of the C-Class and E-Class, and they've introduced this model, which is a bridge for both cars. So you've got the E-Class kind of comfort. With the C-Class, I think customers may have been complaining that they just needed the car a bit bigger. So that's what this car allows those customers to have. And then I think E-Class customers were complaining that they needed a bit more of a sportier car. And that's what this car delivers for them. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you wish that they still had the C-Class and E-Class? So this is the CLE 220D AMGLine Premium, and it is finished in MANUFAKTUR Alpine Grey Solid. That's what the paint's called. The car has a 2-litre diesel engine with 197 brake horsepower with a mild hybrid technology of 22 horsepower. And that's just designed to give you a bit of boost while you're driving. So where the engine maybe doesn't have enough power, the boost from the electric will just fill in that gap. Now the top speed is 155 miles per hour, and this car has got an automatic 9-gear gearbox. Now the design of the car is really sporty. The shark nose is something that definitely gives the car some character. You've also got the Mercedes-Benz pattern on the grille, and you've even got it down here, which is a really cool finish. Not seen that on any other Mercedes yet. This car has the digital light. So LED lights are standard on the AMG line, but if you go for the premium model, then you get the digital light, and these lights are really good. I really want to try one out in the night. What these lights can do is really cool. I will try and get one of these in the night so I can show that feature off. But if you go for the premium models or anything higher, you do get these digital lights. Now digital light adapt to the road conditions and help not to glare other drivers. It even projects symbols to help you. Now one thing I really love is these power domes. It gives the car a really aggressive look. It looks really sporty. Now these 19-inch alloy wheels look great, and you've even got drilled disc brakes and Mercedes-Benz lettering on the disc brakes, which looks really cool. Now this car is fitted with Goodyear tyres, and you've got, where is it? You've got 245 40R19 at the front, and at the back, again Goodyear tyres, and they are 275 35 R19 at the rear. Now this car does have the frameless door design, so when I open the door you can see it is frameless. Now I think the E-Class Coupe didn't have a pillar here, but they have introduced that for this car, and I think that might be due to safety. Now, one thing I would suggest is, because this is a coupe, you do get longer doors than normal cars, so definitely try getting in and out and test one out and see what it's like when you go to a parking lot. With coupe doors, when I do close the door, you'll see the glass goes up, so that's quite cool. So UK customers do not get the rear steering or air suspension, but other markets will. We will get the sport suspension with lower springs. The CLE 53 AMG will get the rear steering and air suspension, so I look forward to trying that out. Now, I think the rear of the car looks really elegant and really sporty. Now, there will also be the CLE 53 AMG. From the photos and the videos that I've seen, that definitely looks like an epic car. It looks super aggressive. Reminds me of like a 63 AMG. Hopefully in the future I try and get my hands on that. Subscribe so you don't miss that video. Now, a cabriolet will be available soon. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss that video as well. Now, to open the boot, all I'm going to do is wave my leg just like that. Now I've got access to the tailgate, and you can see I've got my suitcase here. And if I push that all the way back, you can see it's a really generous boot space, and it's the opening, because it's a coupe, you are going to get a smaller kind of opening here, but you've got plenty of storage on the left. You've got a carry hook to put loose bags on there as well, and then you've got your anchor points on the corners of the car. And to fold the seats, I think, is on the inside. To fold the seats, what you can do is go inside the car and fold them. There's no button inside the car. You have got some storage underneath, which is very useful. You've got your tow eye cap as well, and I think that is your repair puncture kit there. And you've even got a basket as well, which is quite useful. Boot size, this car's got 420 litres of space. And then once you're finished, you can close the tailgate by pressing this button. This button will close the tailgate. If you press this button, this will close the tailgate and also lock the car. Or if your hands are busy, what you can do is wave your leg just like that, and that'll open the tailgate. So that's really useful if your hands are really busy. You can also press this button, hold it, and that'll also close the tailgate just like that. You can also push the Mercedes logo to open the boot. Now let's go to the rear of the car. So I have got this leather strap. If I pull that, that'll open this area electronically. Then I can get into the car. And you can see it's a really nice space in here. Got ambient lights in the back as well, which is nice. You've got some cup holders. You've got your ISOFIX as well, which is very useful. And then you've even got your top tether points at the top. Oh, you've got a little thing here. What's this? Ah, good. That's really useful. A little hook to store your jacket, maybe. Your courtesy light up here as well. And then you've got your air conditioning down here as well. A little bit of storage. Now I think you've got two USB-C ports down there as well, which is very useful. Oh, so you've got quite a few USB-C ports, I think. We'll check that out at the front. There might be some here and down there as well. This is a nice space to be in. And I think to fold the seats, there should be a catch. Yep, if I pull that down, that'll fold the seats. Very useful. And that's really useful. You've got a little ski hatch as well. So that could be used as an armrest, you could say. It's probably a bit hard for a armrest. Not the end of the world. And if I fold this seat down, let's see what that looks like. Now I'm about 5'5", maybe 5'6", depending on what I'm wearing, shoes wise. You can see I've got plenty of space back here. So really convenient for shorter kind of adults. Very nice place to be fair. I feel really comfortable back here, which is nice. Headroom is really good as well. And you've also got the carry hook on the top right corner. And if I look up, you've got the lovely panoramic sunroof. And I think having that is really, really useful, especially if you get someone that's car sick. Having a panoramic sunroof just brings a lot more light into the car, and that person should feel less sick. Lovely. Let's move to the front. So all I'll do is pull this, push that forward, give it a moment, and we'll move to the front of the car. Greeted to Mercedes-Benz lettering, which are illuminated, which is nice. Now this interior, the new dashboard design, is inspired by the S-Class. So you have a 12.3-inch digital driver's display, and you also have the 11.9-inch infotainment screen in the middle, which is angled just slightly towards the driver, which is very nice. Now this infotainment actually learns your routines, and even it will suggest things like calling someone or radio in the morning that you prefer to listen to. Depending on the specification, you may have massage seats. You'll always have your temperature controls at the bottom here, which I think is very useful. Now this car, it has MBUX 3rd generation, which is introduced from the new E-Class as well. Now you can tell it's different when you press the home button, because now you've got these kind of really colourful graphics, and it looks more like a smartphone now, even more than before. Now one thing I really love is this kind of carbon fiber kind of finish. Now it's not carbon fiber, but it is like a pattern kind of design to mimic carbon fiber, I think, and it looks really, really nice. I prefer this to the gloss black that you get on other cars in the Mercedes range, so that's really nice. And then you've also got the wood kind of paneling effect here, which is, I think that's really classy. I really like that. And then on the side, you do get your gloss black trim on the finishes here, but you've got a metal aluminium kind of finish down here, which is really cool, and it feels really solid. It's actually fitted there. That's why it feels so solid, but you can't, I never even noticed that when I first went into the car. This feels really good, high quality there. You've got the AMG flat bottom steering wheel, which gives the car a really sporty feel, and the steering wheel, I think, feels really nice, especially in this leather finish. I also love the ambient lighting, and in the night I think this car will look absolutely epic. And you've even got ambient lighting in the fans there, which is nice. You've got loads of different colors to choose from, and because I said ambient lighting, guess what? MBUX has figured that I probably want to mess around with that ambient lighting, so I've now got the choice of changing the ambient lighting, so I could do different effects if I wanted to, and I think that's a really cool touch there. Let's go with red. Yeah, that's changed it. I could even ask Mercedes to do it, so I could say, hey Mercedes, change the ambient lights to blue.
Blue, if you like.
Look at that. That is really, really nice. And I love that. I love the ambient lighting. I think it just gives the car a really special look. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite color for the ambient lighting? Now, sitting in these seats is super, super comfortable. Now, I'm only sat in these standard seats, so I don't know what the massage seats are going to be like. I think that'll be just really, really good. I can adjust the headrests as well. So there is a little lever there. You can adjust like so. It's quite easy to do. I think you can do that for both sides. So if I just pull that there, you can see that pulls just like that. And then if I want to fold it back, just like that, I'll put that away. I'd love to have tried the Premium Plus model in this car, which has the massage seats. I think that would have been really, really nice. Now, a really useful feature is the butler. Now, if I open the door, close the door, you can see the butler gives me the seatbelt, and I think that is super useful. Instead of reaching all the way there, ask the butler to give it to you. Now, it's not actually called the butler. I think it's called the seatbelt extender, but I think they used to call it the butler. Now, this car has plenty of storage. Got plenty of storage down here, and I've also got some down here. Got 2 USB-C ports. You got your cup holders here as well. Oh no, I can mess around with that. I can customize that layout. I've got wireless charging as well. That should fit my iPhone 13 Pro Max in there. And it's even finished with, look, Mercedes-Benz pattern down there, which is really nice. And you've got a little place to put your key. So if if you ever get a message on your screen up here saying put your key somewhere, this is where you actually put it. And that just gives the key a quick charge as well, apparently. Now if I close this, you've also got some USB-C ports down here and more storage. Not too deep, but it's all right. It's a good space. And then you can close it just like that. And then you've also got the lockable lock box and lots of storage in there. In here, they've stored locking wheel bolts. And then you've got your manual as well. Now you don't actually need to read that because you've got the manual built into the car as well. And I'll show you how to access that in my next video. So please subscribe so you don't miss that. Now the 12-volt socket, that will be hiding just here. You can see there's the 12-volt socket. So you've got access to that if you do want to use maybe your own dash cam. I think the car does have its own dash cam feature, maybe already included with the car, or you might be able to buy it through the Mercedes-Me online store. And I'll show you how. You can actually access the store on the screen here as well. Digital extras actually depend on what country you're from, so I don't have access to the store, but on this car you can see I've got quite a lot of cool apps here. Oh, you got the dash cam, so for UK customers that might be already included, which is nice. Only got Sudoku game, which is quite funny. And then you've also got the Vivaldi app, which is very useful if you want to access the internet in the car. You can hotspot off your phone. I have done a video of that. You can check that out on the top right corner if you want to learn how to hotspot your phone to the car. Now, digital extras depend on what country you're buying your car from. It can include your navigation, your charging, Guard 360, and even the entertainment digital extras. They're sometimes included for 3 years from new. I think for UK drivers, we get these features if you have the Premium Plus car. Then if you want to keep using the features, you can through the Mercedes-Me online store. I think you can even buy a dash cam app for the car. For this car, it's already included. Now you've got a new app as well called the Routines app. So let's have a look for that. Mercedes-Me stores loading. So these are all the different kind of apps that you can buy as well. So I could buy the active distance. I've got some other games as well I can buy. You got your WebEx, you got TikTok, you got the Vivaldi app, Zoom as well. So you can purchase these. It might be free, there may be a cost. Let's have a look at this one. I must be logged in with my Mercedes-Me account. Now I'll explain how to do that in my next video. But these are the digital extras that you can purchase for this particular car. Yours may have more or less, depending on how it was optioned. You got energizing comfort, which is an option. That's something you get on like the S-Class, which is quite cool. Entertainment package looks like it gets... let's see. So this just gives you the option of using data from the car rather than your phone, and you can listen to online radio. Let me know in the comments, would you purchase this feature for your car if you had the option? I think if it was me, I'd rather just use Apple CarPlay. This car for some reason doesn't have that Routines app. Now the Routines app allows you to automate features like if the temperature is below 5 degrees, then the car will put the heated seats on. Or a more advanced thing you could do is if the car goes above 50 miles per hour, then the sunroof will close. Now, top tip, use the actions first and then use conditions. Mercedes Me Store is now available on all new models with NTG8. So you can purchase apps like Angry Birds. You can use the touch controls on the steering wheel as well to control the screen, or you can touch the screen, or you can use your voice instructions to control the screen as well. You could say heated seats on.
In order to make that function available, please switch on the ignition.
Okay. Put the ignition on. Hey Mercedes, put the heated seats on.
Activating the seat heating.
You can see the heated seats have come on. And then if I want to switch it off, say heated seats off.
Deactivating the seat heating.
There we go. With this system, it will learn as you talk to the car. So it will learn your prompts. It does get better and better. Persevere with it when you do use it. The car will try and learn your voice and it will get used to you, apparently. Let me know in the comments, what have you asked your Mercedes to do? Now, this car comes with a lot of different systems, including active lane keeping assist and many other safety systems. You do also get the new speed limit system, which is fitted to the CLE as standard. And it will basically be mandatory for all cars very soon. So if you go over the speed limit, it will beep at you, just to let you know that you're going over the speed limit. Now, if you do want to switch that feature off, you can on the top right corner here, and that will then switch off that system for you. Let me know in the comments what you think of this new system. Now, this car does have 2-zone climate control, and it's always displayed down here. So that's at least, you don't have buttons, but you do have them down there. And even when the screen's off, you'll have access to these controls. Now, I did show you Energizing Package Plus a bit earlier. That helps on long journeys to give you a pleasant journey. So that's basically S-Class tech in this car. And you've got the seat kinetics as well. Now, if you press this while you're driving on a long journey, it'll just keep moving the seat ever so slightly. And the idea is it'll just keep the blood pumping around your body. And then on a long journey, you shouldn't feel as tired. You've also got down here the dynamic select button. And if I press that, it changes the character of the car. So it changes from comfort, eco, and you've got sport and individual. So you can customize the gearbox, the steering, the ESP, how that reacts, and the sound as well. So you can have a sportier sound if you want to, which is quite cool. Now, you remember that B pillar there? That, I think, was fitted because of safety. And the reason I say that is because there's a huge airbag which can cover the whole of the side window and the middle of the car. The standard car is the AMG line. You also get Premium, Premium Plus, and a new package for the UK is Premier Package, which looks like you get gloss black finishes on the car, on the wheels and on the trim, and even gloss black mirrors and some other bits. But what I'll do first is I'll explain what AMG line gets you. So AMG line gets these ambient lighting, which looks really, really cool. 64 different lights to choose from. You also get the heated seats. You get 4-way lumbar support, which is standard. You get the electric memory seats as well. And that can save 3 different drivers' positions, including the seats, steering wheel, and mirrors, I think. Now, you also get parking sensors as well, front and back, and on the side as well, which means this car can park itself. So you got the sensors there and on the back here, and here is where the reverse camera pops out. And I think push that opens the tailgate as well, which is quite cool. You also get DAB radio, and you also get the 18-inch alloy wheels. You get the heated insulated tinted glass. That's for the rear that you notice it compared to the front ones. It's a bit darker than the front ones. You also get the belt feeder, which I call the butler. And you've also got wireless Apple CarPlay. You can connect it with a cable if you want to. And you've also got the wireless charging, which is standard. Keyless go, so you can open the doors and start the car keylessly, as long as the key's in your pocket. And you've also got the dash cam, and to use that, just connect a USB into the port here, and you will have the option of saving your dash cam footage, and you can access it from here as well. Now this car is the premium model, so that means I get the electric panoramic sunroof with the electric blind. So it opens up, tilts open, it opens up fully, and you've got the electric blind as well. And this is what the car looks like with the sunroof open. Looks really cool, doesn't it? Let's see what it looks like from the side. Looks really cool. Looks like an extra spoiler from the back here. I like that. Let's just close that blind. Close the sunroof.
Is already closing the sunroof for you now.
And you can push that up there, and that just tilts it open. And if I press it again, I can just close it as well. Now, premium, you get the digital light, which is the upgraded light. This car gets the 19-inch alloy wheels, so it's going up an inch. Now, if I press reverse, that will bring up the 360 camera. Press this button. That allows me to get the 360 camera, which is an option fitted to this car when you go for the premium. You've also got the augmented navigation, so as you're driving, you'll get little prompts as you're driving. I'm trying to get the head-up display to work, and you might be able to see it right now. Because we're on a car park, it's not showing the road. It's saying road not mapped, which is fine. And on the infotainment screen, I have some arrows telling me which way to go. Now let's show you what this looks like. You'll notice as well the head-up display. If I go forward, it tells you when the car's in hold, which is quite cool. It tells you how close you're getting to the car in front, which is very useful. You've got here as well, but it's nice to have it on the head-up display as well. And then if I hold the car, yeah, I've got the hold function, as well as on the instrument cluster, I have got it here as well. That's very useful. Now, I'm going to drive. You'll be able to see what this looks like. It does update here for me. It's telling me I need to do that. The head-up display is also telling me what I need to do. Sat nav now. Now you can see the arrows working. And I also have some visual display here. You can see that's very useful. Got information telling me I need to take a right there. Also on the instrument cluster, and then the head-up display as well. Even if you come to a red light, the front camera will show here the lights. So you don't have to peer like this. You could just look down and glance at your screen. So Premium Plus is the next one up. So that builds on the AMG line and Premium. But now you get seats that can be cooled as well as heated. You get the multi-contour heated and cooled front seats. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you that car. The dealership didn't have that in stock to show me. So it is still a new car. So hopefully in the future we get that. And then if I get many comments, I'll try and get my hands on a Premium Plus car. And I can show you what that looks like. You also get the massage seats with the Premium Plus car. And you also get the Burmester 3D surround sound. So right now you can see we've got black speakers. If you go for the Burmester surround sound, you get more speakers. And this finish turns into like a chrome kind of silver effect. And it looks really posh. And you'll get that for the rear as well. They'll turn silver or chrome. Premium Plus also gets the head-up display. So if you see a little opening here, that means that car's got the head-up display. And that'll show things like your sat nav, the direction that you need to travel to, speed limit, and even information such as your cruise control, whether it's on. Now with Premium Plus, you also get the electric memory seats as well, but you'll also save the exterior mirrors and head-up display information as well. So that's quite useful to know. You also get the energizing package, just like the S-Class. You'll also get the air balance package, which ionizes the cabin with a special filter And there's also a fragrance generator. And then you'll probably just put the fragrance in there. Now you'll get 20-inch alloy wheels, so instead of 19-inch, they go up to 20-inch alloy wheels now. You'll get the black wood trim finish with the aluminium pinstripes as well. Now Premier gets everything that I've mentioned before, but now you'll also get the heated steering wheel. So there'll be a switch just here, not this one, or just up here. Here you'll have the heated steering wheel switch. You'll also get the night package, which gives you the gloss black finishes on the trim on the outside. You get the wheels finished in gloss black. There'll be 20-inch alloy wheels with a high sheen finish on the outer edge of the wheel. And you'll also get the Napa leather. Now this leather feels quite good, to be fair. It definitely is Artico leather. You can feel the difference. Napa leather is much softer. And then you'll also get the carbon fiber trim as well, which I think will look really cool. That I'm guessing would still be a metal kind of finish. I will be doing a video on how to use the main controls, so please subscribe so you don't miss that video. And I will show you how to use the driver display and infotainment screen. If you want to see that video, check it out in the top right corner. Driving Assistance Package Plus has many systems as well. That's an extra package that you can buy, and that includes a system for radar guided cruise control, so you can set a distance to keep from a vehicle when using the cruise control, and you can use that switch. Now I have done a video on how to use the cruise control and speed limiter. Check that video out on the top right corner. Engines, there are two 2-litre engines, petrol and a diesel, unless you go for the 450, which is a 3-litre petrol. All of them I think have mild hybrid, which is a new version. Like all mild hybrids, it turns the engine off as you slow down to save fuel. It even cuts out the engine. So if you're driving at a constant speed like 60 miles per hour, it will cut the engine just to save fuel. And this particular car I think has 66-litre tank. All models get 66-litre tank. So the CLE 200 comes with 204 horsepower. That's petrol. 0 to 62 in 7.4 seconds. CLE 300 4MATIC. That'll be 4-wheel drive with the same 2-litre engine, but that's got 258 horsepower, and that can do 0 to 62 in 6.2 seconds. You've got the CLE 450 4MATIC, which is the 3-litre petrol engine with 381 brake horsepower, 0 to 62 in 4.4 seconds. And then you've got this particular car, which is the CLE 220D, 2-litre diesel, 197 brake horsepower with 0 to 62 in 7.5 seconds. Now prices roughly start for the AMG line 46.5, just over 46.5. Then you got the AMG line Premium, which is about £50,000, just over £50,000. And then you got the AMG line Premium Plus from about just over £54,000. And then you got the Premier Edition, that starts from about £56,855. But that is the top of the range car. Now, competitor cars are like the Audi A5 and the BMW 4 Series. Let me know in the comments, which one would you go for? I think all three are really nice cars and you've got a really good choice. Let me know in the comments, what other coupe would you go for that's in this kind of price range for a brand new one? Or would you buy a used C-Class and E-Class? They seem to be really good value. Now in the future, they will introduce a cabriolet model of this car. So I will try and get my hands on that in the near future when it's available in the UK. Also the CLE 53 AMG. I actually cannot wait to see that car in person. I've seen pictures and videos and it looks absolutely epic. Fingers crossed I get that really, really soon, and I'd love to do a video on that. Maybe in the future, they might even do a 63 model. Who knows? Please subscribe as it helps me and the channel grow and create even more content. Please like this video. Also comment if you have any suggestions or questions. Check out the CLE playlist for more videos related to the CLE, including how to connect to your phone or how to use the auto park feature, or even a video on how to use the cruise control or speed limiter. Some of the videos in the playlist will be of other models, but the features will be the same. So hopefully it helps you out too. There is a new thanks feature If you want to donate to the channel, then please feel free to use this feature, and any money raised from YouTube will be used to buy more equipment. Thanks for watching.